The New York Jets win 30-28. I got a lot to say in this game, and I know that Jets fans right now are just completely mixed of emotions. Up big at halftime, 27-7. We're dominating the Commanders. The Tank crowd is so upset. They want to lose. And then the Tank all of a sudden comes back on in the second half, and the Jets collapse. They give the lead up, and then the Jets, with the final drive, Trevor Siemian somehow gives the Jets an opportunity to win the game with Greg Zuerlein, and they do, and they finish the game winning 30-28. Now the Tank crowd is upset, and I got a lot to say, man. I really do, and I'm curious to get your guys' thoughts in the chat, in the comment section, rather, because I know that this is one of those games that doesn't really make you feel great. So definitely curious to hear what Jets fans have to say about this one. So feel free to let it all out in the comment section. But don't forget to also hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Let's get into my thoughts. Now, you guys know me. If you watch my channel, you know where I stand, and I genuinely don't believe that there is a right or wrong way to be a fan. If you want the Jets to win, great. If you prefer the Jets to lose, great. You are your own fan. There's no right or wrong way to be a fan. Now, with that being said, here's how I be a fan. I can't root for my team to lose. I just can't do it. It's not my blood. I can't actively root against my team. Just never in me. I'm someone that likes to go in numb, and whatever happens, happens. Because the way I look at it is whether I root for them to win or lose has zero impact of what happens on the field. So I might as well have fun and be a fan of my team and root for them to win. And if they end up losing, be like, okay, better draft pick. If we win, all right, maybe some momentum into next year. So I never really get caught up in all that. I just really don't. That's just me. But now getting into what happened in this game, I can definitely see the perspective of even in a win, we don't even feel good right now because we're feeling great at halftime. But the collapse that the Jets had in the second half and the amount of penalties that the New York Jets had, and just, first of all, a lot of those penalties were bogus. That pass interference on DJ Reed was absolutely nonsense. Even the holding on Mekhi Becton late in the game was nonsense. And the non-call on Breece Hall down the left sideline was nonsense as well. But I digress. But at the end of the day, the Jets allowed Jacoby Brissett to get plugged into the game after them destroying Sam Howell all game long, by the way, forcing him into 2 interceptions, looking really bad. The Jets defense was just all over Sam Howell. Jacoby Brissett gets inserted into the game, and all of a sudden the Washington Commanders have new life, and the momentum completely shifts. And the Jets offense starts to just stall after the first half. The offense was fantastic. I mean, can we talk about the positives just for a sec? Hear me out. I know Jets fans will only want to talk about the negatives, but we won the game, okay? We won a football game. So let me just talk about something positive. Oh, here we go. Richie talking about it's a win, okay? So I'm going to talk about Breece Hall having almost 200 yards total yards on offense and having 2 total touchdowns. So I'm going to talk about Garrett Wilson having 9 catches for around 74 yards. I'm going to talk about Jason Brownlee getting his first career touchdown. Tony Adams getting the interception. Quincy Williams getting an interception. There are some positives to take away from this game. But of course, the big elephant in the room is that the Jets were unable to have a win where we're thinking about it like, all right, at least we won in dominant fashion. We beat up on a bad team, and maybe this is some momentum that can carry into next year. Instead, it's going to be this game. My point here is this game is not going to allow Jets fans any more confidence in the coaching staff, any more confidence in the regime for next season, because we see all the reports that Saleh, Douglas, and Hackett and all the boys are returning next year with Aaron Rodgers. That's not news. That's not breaking news. I don't think anybody is shocked by that. But this game in particular is not going to allow Jets fans to believe in the regime anymore heading into next season. Because right now, I'd argue majority of the fan base doesn't believe in this coaching staff. And we feel like we're handcuffed to Aaron Rodgers in a year. And we don't feel like this team deserves, or Woody Johnson is just bringing them back just to hopes that they can really run it back and have Aaron Rodgers healthy. I totally understand all that. But the collapse in the second half was embarrassing, but how about that dominance in the first half as well? I mean, getting Breece Hall finally going was a breath of fresh air. Getting Garrett Wilson the ball, allowing him to make moves in space. And I didn't even mention this, and it's funny how I'm like this far into the video, and I didn't even bring up this specific player, Trevor Siemian. Who cares, right? He had a bad game. He's a bad quarterback. He put up 30 points somehow. He had a red zone interception. He had 1 touchdown to Brownlee, and he's just not a good quarterback. I don't need to break down Trevor Siemian in this video because you guys know what Trevor Siemian brings to the table. He's not going to be on the team long term. He's not going to be on the Jets, so I don't even need to talk about his game because it was more about Breece Hall. It was more about Garrett Wilson. It's more about Jason Brownlee getting that touchdown. Tyler Conklin even making plays. Jeremy Ruckert having those blocks down the field. And the reality is the Jets won a game where they scored 30 points. But the elephant in the room room is the defense kind of having a second half collapse. That's very uncharacteristic for the New York Jets defense. I don't know what the reason for it was, but Jacoby Brissett plugged into that game and everything switched. Everything switched. So really curious to hear your guys' thoughts down below in the comment section. Now, I do want to give a quick word to the sponsor of this video. You guys know them very well. It's BetUS Sportsbook. If you guys want to get 125% sign-up bonus, that link is down below in the description. We're going to hear a quick word from BetUS.
BetUS, America's favorite sportsbook, where you can bet on everything anytime. Sportsbook, casino, horse racing, live betting, and more. We have the best bonuses in the industry. That's right, get a 125% sign-up bonus. And to celebrate our 30-year anniversary, we are giving up to 30 risk-free bets, a truck, Super Bowl tickets, and more. Don't miss out. Play smart. Join now. BetUS, where the game begins.
Again, guys, link down below in the description to sign up for a 125% sign-up bonus. Excellent sports book. Also got casino games and all those different things. But please, gamble responsibly. Bet responsibly, because I am giving you guys good deals on this. 125% sign-up bonus at BetUS.com down below in the description. Now, getting back into the game, I really want to ask you guys a question and, want to voice, if you're a Jets fan that's upset with this win, tell me why. Because the way I look at it personally is if you're a team that relies on top 5 draft picks to be a good franchise, you're not a good team. You're just not. I mean, the better teams are the ones that draft in the middle of the draft every year, the back of the draft every year, and still able to find talent. I understand that there's some draft crushes out there. People want Joe Alt from Notre Dame. So do I. People want Marvin Harrison Jr. from Ohio State. I would love those players. But the better teams are the ones that can find the talent in the draft anywhere you draft. So that's why I'm not crying right now that we won a game. The Jets won a football game, okay? It's Christmas. I'm not going to be sitting here sobbing. If you want to go to someone to rant about the Jets winning, I'm sorry, this is not the video for you. This is not, okay? I'm someone that likes to win. There's other people out there that is upset with this win. You guys can go agree with them. And that's the beautiful thing about being a Jets content creator, is that we can all agree to disagree at times. And that's the beautiful part about everything to do with the Jets fan base, is that we are all opinionated and there's no right or wrong answer, in my opinion. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. Everyone's allowed to believe in what they want to believe in. At least that's how I look at it. I'm not someone to point fingers and judge. If you're upset that the Jets won this game, you are allowed to be upset. That's how you feel as a fan. I'm not going to sit here and be like, you're wrong, you're wrong. I just don't like some people saying, oh, the Jets can't even tank properly. They can't even successfully tank. That makes no sense. Jets players play to win. The coaches play to win. That is something I never understand. The players will never voluntarily win. And the Jets players or players in the NFL will never voluntarily lose. And if you think that that's a thing, it's just genuinely not. I'm sorry to break you guys that news. So hit that thumbs up button, guys. Comment down below your thoughts. Here are my thoughts. And very curious to hear, because I feel like this comment section is going to be pretty ruthless against me. But that's what comes with being a Jets YouTuber. Jets win. Merry Christmas. Love you guys. Happy holidays. Catch you guys later. Peace.